It was the sporting event of the year, if not the entire history of Sacramento. Certainly worthy of a celebration, and a celebration it was for long-suffering sports fans here.
We've been basketball coaches forever. We've been waiting for a basketball team all these years. Now we got it.
The media was there.
Very, very unusual event in Sacramento for a number of reasons. First of all, the sports and the Kings and all that.
And so was a sellout crowd of over 10,000 fans, dressed for a special occasion.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this for a long time, and we thought there's only one way to bring the Kings into Sacramento and do it in class.
Get the Kings fever right here.
Fans were gobbling up souvenirs an hour before the tip-off. Inside the newly completed Arco Arena, it was a continuous party. The opening night formalities were brief. Mayor Ann Rudin got boos. Kings owner Greg Lukenbill got cheers. The crowd got even more boisterous as the Kings players were introduced, and surprise cheerleader Crazy George went to work. But that was nothing compared to the explosion of noise following the Kings' first basket. Obvious that this team is a hit on this very first opening day of this first year for the Sacramento Kings. The question is whether these fans will be able to sustain the enthusiasm.
I was here for that, not here because that was the original Arco Arena,
right.
But I was in that building, 10,333 seats. It was small, it was built to be a temporary facility,
yeah.
And one of the reasons that Sacramento was able to get the team from Kansas City is the promise by Greg Lukenbill and his group, the people that bought the team,
right.
They would get that new arena built quickly, and guess what? Isn't that almost exactly where we are now?
Ding dong. That was when my family stopped going to Warrior games. And when we started coming to Sacramento, and that was it. No more Warrior games after that.
Yeah, and Steph and Eric, there aren't a lot of Kings fans who are anxious to once again become Warriors fans. They're hoping this thing works out in their favor.
No.
No, we certainly don't plan on doing that either.
Yeah, and Christina, that's what I was going to ask you, because we've had so many conversations back at the station about all the great memories that you have as a kid and coming here as your with your family and it being such a huge part of your childhood. What's it like for you to be standing in this arena right now, thinking that maybe this is the last game? Such a long run for them.
Oh, don't get her started.
You can't do that to me. I'm going to end up crying. No, I honestly cannot imagine it. I've actually said many times on Twitter, my dad and my brother talk on the phone regularly, and sports usually is the reason. It keeps our family together.
It's
and
bonding.
to not have the Kings to talk about could be a very, very sad thing. We're going to have to talk 49ers all the time.
You know, we talked about this very briefly a little bit earlier, some of the big news, and Eric Rucker, who's in New York, covered some of it for us. There's also word today from one of the men who's on that committee, an NBA owner. There is word about expansion, and that's a story that you need to stay with us to hear, because that could, in fact, make two cities happy.
I like just hearing that word. Yes, expansion, expand it, just expand it.
That would solve a lot of problems. We'll give it back to you guys for now.
Yeah, it's like the mayor said, Seattle can have a team, they just can't have our team.
Exactly.
So hopefully that makes them happy, then great.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are all wearing purple here, and Fox 40's gotten behind this movement, Here We Purple, to show our support.
Yeah, and Here We Purple has gone everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, all over social media. Sabrina Rodriguez with a little bit of history about Here We Purple, how Here We Purple started and how it came here today.
Sacramento! It started years ago as Here We Stay, then Here We Build, and Here We Buy. Now the fan fight continues with Here We Purple.
It looks like a purple people leader to me.
Thanks to Twitter, the excitement kept growing. Hashtags were key in keeping the buzz alive, and Fox 40 joined in the fight.
I'm Bethany Crouch, and Here We Purple. Let's keep the Kings.
I'm Paul Robbins. Here We Purple, Sacramento. Let's keep those Kings.
So I'm wearing my purple coat. Why not the family dog? Here, Juno, you want some purple for the Kings?
A little purple here, a little purple there, everywhere, on him, on the bus, on her brush.
Go King.
Here We Purple! We've got Tia, Christian, Sansire. We love our Kings. Ever since Bobby Jackson, Mike Bibby days, we love the Kings. We want you to stay in Sacramento. You're #1 in our hearts. Stay right here.